Brazil has won the World Cup 5 times, more than any nation in history. They didn't just win, they made it beautiful. The whole world copied their football. And then the magic stopped. For more than 20 years, the country that gave us the beautiful game has won nothing. This is the story of how football's greatest artists forgot how to paint. Go back to 2002, Japan and South Korea. 3 strikers, the magic trio. The number 9 scores twice in the final against Germany. Redemption after the nightmare of 1998. Brazil lift their 5th trophy. The whole world assumes there will be more. There are none, not for a very long time. 2006, Germany. Brazil bring the most talented squad on the planet. The playmaker, twice the best player in the world at the peak of his powers, the Magic Quartet. And France knocked them out in the quarterfinals. A French masterclass. Brazil go home. 2010, South Africa. A colder, more pragmatic Brazil, winning, controlling, and then against the Netherlands, it all falls apart in 20 minutes. Quarterfinals again. Out again. And then comes 2014. Brazil host the World Cup. 200 million people expect the 6th star. The semifinal, Germany. In 29 minutes, Germany score 5 goals. 5. The final score is 7-1. The stadium goes silent. Grown men cry in the stands. They call it the Mineirazo, the worst humiliation in the history of Brazilian football, a wound that has never fully healed. 2018, Russia. Belgium end it in the quarterfinals. 2022, Qatar. Maybe the most talented Brazil in years. They dance after every goal. Then Croatia. Croatia. Knock them out on penalties. The captain sits on the pitch and cries. Quarterfinals. Again. The same wall, 4 tournaments in a row. 5 World Cups in their history, and in 24 years, Brazil reached exactly 1 semifinal, the one that ended 7-1. For the kings of football, this is unthinkable. So what happened to the beautiful game? It starts on the street. Brazilian football was born on dirt pitches, on the beach, on futsal courts. That's where the dribbling came from, the imagination, the joy. And that street is disappearing. Today, kids go into academies at 8 years old, drilled and organized, just like in Europe. And then they leave, earlier and earlier. The best Brazilian teenagers are sold to Europe at 16, 17, before they ever play a real game at home. Brazil exports more footballers than any country on earth and keeps almost none of them. The league that produced legends is now a finishing school for Europe. Then there is identity. For years, Brazil tried to copy European football. More defensive, more tactical, less magic. They stopped trusting the thing that made them Brazil in the first place. They chased results, lost their soul, and got neither. And at the very top, chaos. The Brazilian Federation has lurched from coach to coach, from scandal to scandal. In 2023, its president was removed by court order. The greatest football nation on earth became an afterthought in its own house. And here is the final irony. In 2025, for the first time in over half a century, Brazil handed their national team to a foreigner, an Italian. The country that taught the world how to play now needs someone else to remind them how. The captain of the golden generation was supposed to be the next king, the most expensive player in the history of the sport. Instead, he became the symbol of a generation that promised everything and won nothing for Brazil. A new generation is rising now. A winger, a forward, a teenager sold to a European giant at 16. The talent never stopped coming. Maybe 2026 is finally the year the 5th star earns a sixth. But more than 20 years is a long time to wait for a country that used to win in its sleep. The land of legends is still searching for the football it gave the world. Subscribe if you want more stories like this, because in football, the falls are always more interesting than the victories. And if this story surprised you, leave a like. It genuinely helps more than you think.